this is my introduction of the of my research. Good day. This is my presentation based on my activities. I choose a qualitative study of barriers to personal protective equipment used among automotive. A qualitative study which include the background of the study wherein they discuss the barriers encountered by the automotive students through personal protective equipment. The relevance of my topic is to know the different barriers encountered during their workshop. My objective is the research is to know the barriers encountered by automotive by their personal protective equipment and to give solution of the barrier encountered by automotive. Possible question may be what barriers encountered by automotive when it comes to their personal protective equipment? What should be the action made to lessen the barriers encountered by automotive? My main objective. My main objective is to know the barriers encountered by automotive by their personal protective equipment, to give a solution for the barrier encountered by automotive. Subject. Objective number one. Based on the possible question, what barriers encountered by automotive when it comes to their personal protective equipment? Uh, sub Subject number two. Uh, subject number two. I subject number. I use what should be the action made to lessen the barrier encountered by automotive? Variables for subject number two. Solution for the barriers. How can I measure or collect data for variables? Online survey questionnaire. Related literature. Citation number one. The first citation I gather is knowledge and use of personal protective equipment among auto technicians in Oyo, Nigeria. Discuss the knowledge and use of personal protective equipment, the effectiveness of the personal protective equipment. This protect the users against any physical harm and hazard that workplace and environment present. Relevant of the related study. Citation number two. Occupational reception and the use of personal protective equipment. A study among informal automobile artisans in Uson State, Nigeria. And my relevance of the related study in discuss about the relevant and high risk of occupational health problem, prevent the hazard and harmness the workers can involve during their profession. There's a lot of hazard that may encounter in the workplace which can be avoided when we are aware of personal protective equipment. Citation number 3. A qualitative study of barriers to personal protective equipment used among laundry workers in government hospitals sa Wasa, Ethiopia. Relevance of the related study, the barriers encountered caused by the low level of personal protective equipment. This discusses the barriers in hospital laundry staff. It is very important to know the proper PPE to prevent the infections and safety of the patients. Citation number 4. A study on morbidity among automobile service and repair workers in an urban area of South India. My relevance of the related study is discuss the awareness of the health problem, where it include the awareness of the health protocols, including the personal protective equipment. This sum of the benefits of the PPE for the safety and the health during the workshop. Discuss the importance of the safety between the employers and workplace. Citation number 5. Assessment of person protective equipment use professional exposures in small industry in Jeddah. Health implications for workers. Relevance of the study of related study is in the study they discuss the relevance of the personal protective equipment. Also, in this discuss the types of PPE tackled the effectiveness of the personal protective equipment in workplace. This include the safety of the employers as well as the workplace. Expose the benefit of the different kind of personal protective equipment. Conceptual framework. Objective. To know the barriers encountered by the automotive students to their personal protective equipment. To give solution of the barrier encountered by the automotive students. The dependent variable. The dependent variable and the independent variable are based on the objectives. Where is where is the dependent variable is the effect which is the hazard may experience students, and the independent variable is cause from the effect which is the lack for personal protective equipment. The hypothesis consists of the two variables which is the dependent and independent. Research design. Descriptive research design. I use descriptive research design. A research design barriers encountered by the automotive student at the Sorsogon State University. The target respondents for the research of those automotive college students under third year college expose their barriers encountered during their workshop regarding to their personal protective equipment. Expand the knowledge on how important is the personal protective equipment to automotive students during their workshop. Sampling method. I use I use purposive sampling methods. I want to know the experience of the automotive students regarding to the barriers they encounter during their workshop. I choose number of the students who studied at the Sorsogon State University, third year college student who has an experience of barriers in workshop. Regarding to their personal protective equipment, I select without age limit as long as they belong to third year college whom they are automotive students at the School of Sorsogon State University. Sampling size determination. Sloven's equation. N is equal N slash close parenthesis 1 plus N squared close parenthesis. Confidence level, confidence 95%. The confidence on how the research result. N 100%. The number of population. Steady error 5%. Marginal error which determine the errors may encounter. Sample N 80 with a result of 80 as a sample. Data collection. What methods I will use to collect data? I use I will use the questionnaires and survey the form online to answer by the respondents using internet connection since today we encounter pandemic for me online surveys very relevant in conducting data for specific data analysis to avoid the interaction in personal to other, and I think this safety way when it comes to data analysis during this pandemic. Online survey with Google Form and under Google Drive with specific questions regarding to my variables. My profile of the respondents. I use content validity to answer the specific objectives. This gives the relevance of variables. Profile of the respondents. Name, age, sex, birthday, course, major, and level. Section. Question number 1. How does it feel to have personal protective equipment during the workshop? How does it feel to encounter person without personal protective equipment? Number 3. What is the significance of the personal protective equipment during the workshop as automotive students? At the end of my first examination. Thank you.